Oop. Okay, here we are. I got the chat to work finally. Hi, welcome if you're here. We're back. I don't know if we're gonna have more dropped frame issues today, but we'll see. We're doing some more stream art. I'm gonna see if it works. Hello from Twitch. That's YouTube and Twitch. Yay, they work. Perfect. Okay, where is the music? Properties. There, that should do the music. Put that down just a little. Okay, move this up to my face. Okay. I need to rearrange some things. Again, always need to rearrange. Bum 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 dun dun. Okie doke. So today we want to do two different donate panels. So to facilitate this, Control Alt copy. We're going to somehow incorporate the PayPal logo into the donate. So what are we going to do? That is the question. The question of what we will do. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? I want to do like the Dark Lord's a beggar. And he's like begging for money. And like Red Cloud's like, no, and he's gonna like punch him from behind or something. And he's like, the Dark Lord would be like saying like, donate! I'm gonna hide this for now. He's wearing okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up some reference really quick. Like Robin Hood begging, Disney, Robin Hood, beggar disguise. This disguise. Copy image. This is the like look I'm trying to go for. That's the kind of look I want. Uh, let's see. How are we gonna do this? Maybe his head's a little too big, even if it's just like a chibi version. Then he'll have like a big old cup. With the PayPal logo on it. Maybe his head can be a little further back. There we go, like that. And then he'll have like his little staff. Like a little walking cane. Maybe... And then like he'll have like hints of his outfit underneath. Because he's devious. He's a plotter. And he'll have like bits of his costume coming out from underneath. Like... And then, I don't know if Red Cloud should know it's him, or he should be, like, suspicious. Hmm. Gotta give him a booty. There we go. You gotta like squint the eyes a little bit. Okay. We'll do the text first. Ah! Does it need a border? Because it's going to be against black backdrop. No, I don't think so. Let's do calligraphy. Okay, donate. Okay. Dark Lord line. One of the few times you would see him without his metal gloves on. Hi, Red Frog. How are you? Welcome in. No, my mental health is better. Meh, my mental health is better, but the head hint pimple is worse and my head is screaming. I'm so sorry. I had to go with such a bad headache today and it's not fun. I had to go to school, I assume you mean? Yeah, that's not fun. I'm sorry. I usually just pop my pimples and get it over with, but I know that's supposed to cause scarring, so your mileage may vary. This one can't be popped. Ugh, I'm sorry. And yeah, I don't want scarring with the ones that can be popped. I dared pop a pimple once and it scarred. Ooh, I'm sorry. On your face? Yeah, like on my cheek, not bad scarring though, just a tiny, slightly redder spot. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Jaxie Draws, hello, how are you? Welcome back. Glad to see you. You're great. That's good to hear. I have worse scarring on my jaw from accidental popping, but that barely visible, so I'll live. Ouch. Accidental popping is kind of terrifying when it happens. You're like, like the feel, you can feel it, and it's like sudden. Yeah, I know. Did you finish your rules drawing? I did! Just scroll down a little bit to see it. What do you think? I had to put like a white border so you could like so it pops from the black background of the page, but other than that, yeah, I didn't do anything else. Looks cool. My Twitch is white, so I can't really see the outline, but heck yeah. Oh, your Twitch is white. Well, all the better. If you either way, as long as you can see it. I had problems with like the white background popping out through, because like part of it's transparent, and like the coloring I did wasn't like fully 100%. It didn't have like full 100% coverage, so I might have to like pay more attention to that with this version. But otherwise, I'm kind of happy with the way it came out. Oh, you could use some uncolored pixels. Yes, you can. I like took a second to like comprehend the sentence you asked. I don't know why it took me so long. So this is the inspiration for this panel. Is this scene from Disney's Robin Hood, where he's like pretending to be a beggar. So the Dark Lord is like dressed up as a beggar and being like, donate. This canvas is 300 something. It's 320 pixels wide. The height doesn't really matter. LMAO, yes. Oh my god, I love that movie. That's such a good idea. And then Red Cloud's gonna be back here like suspicious. But so on the Twitch page, the banner things, everything gets resized to 320 pixels. So I figured I'd just do the drawing in that resolution natively. But the height doesn't matter. You can make it as high as you want, apparently. I don't know if there's an upper limit, but yeah, so 320 by whatever. And so that's what I've been doing. I'm sure you can do it smaller and then resize it. I'm too stupid to like the factors of the resolution by, divide by something. I don't know. I'll do it at that resolution. That's what I'm doing. I'm an artist, not a mathist. Bye. See you, Red Frog. Thanks for dropping in. I hope I see you again soon. Oh, cool. Yeah, it'll just get compressed if you do it bigger. It was just the drawing looks pixelated because a smaller canvas, but makes sense if it's going to be small. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's really pixely, but it gets shrunk, so if it's going to get shrunk anyway. It is at 300 DPI, but it hardly matters at this small size. Yeah, and you can't even tell in the end. Oh, good. I'm happy. That makes me happy. I'm trying to do some like line weight variants to like show what's in front of what. Okay, so there's him, and then we'll do like a Dark Lord color. How was your day? Good. Like, it's still in the middle of the day for me. It's like right after lunch for me. But it's going well. I ate breakfast. I watched some streams. Uh, so Granblue Fantasy Relink. I thought that was just an update to the fighting game, but apparently it's its own action RPG game, and it looks kind of good. So I might pick that up and play it. I think we have everything selected. Sounds cool. How was your day? What did you get up to? Had classes from 8 to 16, which was exhausting. Got home and ate dinner, and that's about it. Just been watching stuff for a while. Fun. Very fun. Ba-da-dun, ba-da-da-da-dun, be-da-dee-da-doon. One of the few times you'll see his bare naked hands. El scandalo. Have you ever dyed your hair different colors or just bleached? I've had blue hair, I've had red, pink hair, and I've bleached my hair. And then my normal color is like a very dark brown that's almost black in certain lightings. What about you? Do you dye your hair regularly? So I was gonna dye this hair like red, like red, like this YouTube icon up here, that red. But when I bleached my hair, I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful, I don't want to change it. So I stuck with it just for now. And then when I need to have it touched up, like my roots are already coming through, when I like go to touch that up, I'll dye it red then. I've dyed it purple, but it was over my dark brown hair, so it's more of a cool shine in the sunlight than actual purple. Ah, I see. So I've done lots of colors like that. I've done reds, I've done blues, greens. But yeah, actual like bleach and then dye, it's only been blue once in high school, and then a red, pink like 2 years ago, and then I've been bleached a few times. Including this time, obviously. I'm too scared to bleach it. I don't want to lose my hair. Yeah, the guy I got my hair bleached from really knew what he was doing, and he took a while. He took his time. He used a lot of like products that like take care of your hair during the process of bleaching it. I was kind of scared too. It's been okay. I shed hair naturally a lot, and I've shed a lot more hair now that it's been bleached. And I got the proper shampoo and conditioner for it, and I only do it every few days instead of every day that I used to do. I used to wash my hair. But yeah, it's been fine. Is it still healthy or is it kind of fried? I'm scared of that. Mine is, I would say it's healthy. Like, obviously it's like very dried, and I wouldn't say it's fried. It's not as it usually is. Like, there's a certain silkiness that it usually has when it's normal, and it's not that anymore. But I wouldn't say it's fried or dead. It's just very dry. It's hard to like, the shampoo I use uses like you're supposed to lather it up, but it won't lather up in my hair, and it's really hard. I have to like, I can't just like go through my hair in the water. It gets all tangledy and matted. I have to like go through it slowly. I can't just like go. So that part is annoying. But for the most part, I think it's okay. But yeah, it's a valid concern. Oh damn, I've never thought of soap not working correct. Yeah, it's like okay, you take shampoo, right, and you lather it up, and then you put it in your hair, and you just like go, and it gets all soapy and frothy and foamy, and you're like, okay, my hair is getting, you know, worked. But with the special like purple shampoo that I need to use, like, first of all, it doesn't lather up to begin with, so it's like, it says lather, but it's not lathering. And then you put it in your hair, and it's just sort of like, okay, it just feels like I'm rubbing like a liquid into my matted, tangled hair. Like, is this doing anything? So I like do 3 or 4 applications of it just to be sure, because I'm paranoid it's not enough. And then you let that sit for a while. It's kind of weird. It could just be my hair specifically, but somehow I don't think that's true. Oh, you use purple shampoo every shower? I thought you only did that every once in a while when you or you dye it or want an orangey undertone out. Well, when I first dyed my hair, there was like, it was the color was very uneven. So some parts were like a silvery platinum and some were like still very orangey yellow. And so that's why he recommended that. And so every like few days I'll do it to like, well, I do that to like, because I don't know why I use the shampoo. But the conditioner is what like evens the tone out. And it's like, if you want more platinum, you leave it in for longer. And I usually leave it in for like about 3 or 4 minutes. He told me to use the shampoo, so I'm using the shampoo. I figured he knows better as a hairdresser. He seemed to know what he was talking about and what he was doing. I don't dye my hair that often to like know off the top of my head all the rules, you know? Like they're fresh in my memory now, but at the time I was like, I'm just gonna listen to you because I don't fucking know. Okay, I used to dye my ex's hair all the time though. That's super fun. Ever dyed someone's hair? No, I have not. I've gotten my hair dyed by people, but I've never dyed it myself. Yeah, he probably knows best. I liked him so much that I might make him my regular stylist. He just like, he cared, he took his time, he explained what he was doing. Sometimes people, you just go in and they just do the thing and then they're, you know, I'm like, okay. I've dyed someone's hair to look like Twilight Sparkle's hair. Oh my god, really? That's funny. Okay, these are just like almost black. Let's add a little more color. Bam baddy biddy bidoo. Let's make these like, I don't know, gold or something. Not gold, but like brass or some kind of brown metal. Just to distinguish the colors on his face. I used to live in Washington, the state of Washington. So if you know Twilight, you must know Forks. I've passed through that town. And they have cardboard cutout standees of the characters from Twilight just like around the town. That's kind of weird. They really leaned into the like, look, we're in this movie aspect of that. No, Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. Oh! Duh, okay. I never saw My Little Pony. I know of it, I just never saw it. That makes more sense. That makes much more sense. I was like, really? Someone dyed their hair to be like Edward's? It isn't just like normal hair color? That makes more sense. It's like dark blue, pink, and lilac. Yeah, okay. I know the one. That's cool. So it looks like his teeth are like nasty and rotting and he hasn't taken care of them, but in fact he has impeccable hygiene and he just makes them look that way to scare people and be intimidating. Haha, yeah, I know what town you mean though. They have Twilight gift shops and stuff too, right? Yeah, they do. Teeth makeup, yes. Of course, he uses like black magic to do it, but He also does enjoy makeup and so this is partially one of the first ideas I had of the Dark Lord. So he like he he lives in this place that's made up of like the shards. So it's like the land is like a patchwork of different worlds rammed next to each other, so the environment abruptly changes really quickly. And so like he has his castle, but like not too far away is this like, and the villagers were so terrified that they like offered him tribute to spare their lives, and he's like, sure. And he didn't ask for it, and he didn't specify any kind, he didn't say anything, he just accepted it. And so every year they send him a young virgin girl as tribute. So they send, I wrote a novel about this for a National Novel Writing Month one year, like 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, so they run out of young virgin girls, so they send a young virgin gay boy, because they're like, well, we want to get rid of you, so send him as tribute. And so he shows up, and like the whole way up to the castle, he's like, oh my god, what is he gonna do? He's gonna cook me in a cauldron, he's gonna skin me, or like all these like terrifying things. And so he shows up, and they have like a conversation, and then he's like, Jeeves, send the tribute to the guest tower. And the boy's like, what do you mean by guest tower? Is that just a euphemism for the dungeon? And so he gets to the guest tower, and it's filled with all of the girls that he had been sent previously. And he was like, I never asked for a virgin girl. I don't know what to do with them, so give them the guest tower. And so all the virgin girls have just been sitting there like hanging out and like living a good life in the castle. And they have like, there's like this big makeup like those vanity mirrors with all the makeup and the lights in the mirror, and they're just like having a good time like putting makeup on. He's like, what's happening here? They're like, we're having a great time. Being tribute was the best thing that ever happened to us. And then like the Dark Lord would show up later after doing some like super evil stuff, and he's like all shriveled and like he looks like a corpse husk. And he sits down at one of the like vanities, and he starts doing like his skincare routine with his like moistures and his lotions, and it's like reviving him, and he's like, oh, that feels better, and everyone's having like a makeup time. Yeah, that's just like this weird idea I had at the very beginning when I first came up with him. He's evil, but he's not like evil because it's fashionable. I'm evil because it's fun. I'm not evil because I enjoy like gore. I'm not evil because I'm not into like torture, but I'll take over your mind and make you like dance or something. I don't know. He's like Saturday morning cartoon evil. Just vibing in a castle with the girlies. Mm-hmm. Oops. He's like, summon the apothecaries! I need a new moisturizer. Love it. He's evil, but those girls and guy did nothing wrong. Yeah. So, like, he's evil in the sense of, like, evil people considering a group of people evil, even though I'm not going to name them. But So he's the kind of like, well, if they're gonna call me a villain, then I'm a villain, and I'll do all the villainous things that they don't want me to do. So he's like Tangled, when Mother Gothel's always like, you always make me the bad guy. At the end of the movie, when she like snaps, she's like, you want me to be the bad guy? Fine, now I'm the bad guy. Like, that's kind of his vibe. Have you ever lived abroad or only in the US? No, I lived in Japan, actually. I just recently came back. Send me back! Oh wow, why come back? Why come back indeed? Not my choice. My contract ran its maximum and I couldn't renew it anymore. I even got a free year because of COVID. But like if I wanted to keep teaching English, I could have stayed, but I was like over that job and wanted to do something else related to my field. Like enough. Like it's not N2 level. So I couldn't really find like another job. And so the rest is history, and I'm back home in the States. So one of my goals when I have more money, like an income again, I want to like start taking Japanese classes again to get into, and then I can like try working my way to going back. Because cheap healthcare, everything's clean, I don't have to worry about being shot at the movie theater, you know, health benefits, low cost of living. Like, send me back, girl. Society and like behave in a similar manner. Like, girl, please. If people just like gave a shit about, you know, society around them, maybe this country wouldn't be so screwed up. Not political, but if that's political. So you speak Japanese. Heard you need to know it if you're living there for more than 6 hours. Yes. So I studied it for a year before going. In fact, taking the class is what got me to go, because like I did a study abroad for 10 weeks and was like so in love. I was like, I need to come back. I need to work. I need to live here for as long as I can. So yeah, I did a study abroad. That was wonderful. It was so amazing. I highly recommend it. I can speak a bit. I can like have conversations. I can order in restaurants. Oh, it was for work. Well, the work was a means to an end. The work was a means to an end to get to Japan. Suffice to say, like going to Japan was the reason I chose that job. I live in the second happiest country in the world. What's the first one? What's the first happiest? I get not liking the US. We're vibing over here without school pew-pews, and we don't go into debt for life over an ambulance ride. It's free. Oh, I'm so jealous of you. I had to go to the hospital the other day for food poisoning, and I'm scared to see the bill. But my dad took me to that place specifically because it's known to be cheap for people without insurance. And when we have insurance, can I give you a discount? I'm like, yes, please. And he pulls out this like secret card and puts in the thing, and like, I don't know what discount he used, but it dropped. It was like a 75% off discount, and like our medicine was only $15. And I was like, why isn't this just baseline? But yeah, I definitely get that. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to the bill. Because last time I went to the hospital, it was for appendicitis. And I owed $10,000. So yeah, that was not fun. He's looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. It's 1 Finland, 2 Denmark, 3 Iceland. Oh, very nice. I wonder where Japan rates. Or where Japan falls on that list. $47? Oh my god. That's funny. What about the US? Where does the US... Is it like... Not even on the list? Okay, and then we do this. Up. There. US is 15? What? What? Why is US 15 and Japan 47? Do Japanese people not, like, realize what they have? I mean, I could see that. If that was the case. Interesting. I think a lot of Americans are also... It's like the reverse, where, like, maybe Japanese people don't realize what they've got. Because they have this thing. For some reason, it's usually only with Japanese people, but it's called, like, Paris syndrome or something like that, where... You're so enraptured by the idea of Paris, France, and you go on this trip, and it's so disappointing that you go into this, like, mental shock, and you need actual therapy to recover from. Because, like, Paris is not, like, super romantic like it is in the movies, you know? It's just, like, dirty and... I don't know. It's not as amazing as they build it up to be in their heads. So maybe it's sort of like that, where, like, Japanese people don't realize what they've got, because, like, it's good... Right, so they don't have a frame of reference of how bad it can be, and then so on, like, American like me will go and be like, oh my god, you have healthcare, you have, like, your streets are clean, oh my god, like, you don't have to worry about getting shot at the grocery store, like, all that kind of stuff. And, like, Americans are very like, America's the best, and it's like, no, we're garbage, like, we're at the bottom. But, like, they don't think that it is, so maybe they're, like, they've deluded themselves into thinking it's better than it is. And Japan doesn't realize how good they have it. I don't know, maybe that's what it's like. I think it's the Sui slide issue in Japan that brings it down. Oh. I will say that I'm of the opinion, not only should they legalize weed in Japan, but every person in the country should... like, hit up at least once, just to like chill out a bit. Like, not that I think they're high strung, just like y'all need to lay off the work ethic just a little and just chill a bit. Cause like overworked, underpaid, every job. And it's like, please just relax. Please live your life. Okay, I found it. It's based on real GDP per capita, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, perceptions of corruption. That's still weird to me. Because they have the social support, they have the life expectancy. Half their, like, what is it? 30% of their country is like old people and it's like causing problems. Freedom to make life choices is the big one, though. I think that's the big one, because like a lot of them are pressured. Like a lot of the students, when I taught English there, I was like, please, fuck the homework, just live your life, enjoy your youth. Like I thought about that all the time. Like I'd be like, screw the homework, just go enjoy your youth, because it's gonna be gone. But you know, a lot of them, you know, they go to school, and then after school they go to Juku school and they study, and I'm like, you poor children are wasting your parents are making you waste your lives. So US is up because freedom, yeah. I think social support and freedom to make life choices, bring them down, yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing. I know a lot of people who are like pressured to do certain things. But on the opposite end, like in America, everyone wants to be an astronaut or everyone wants to be the president. But only one person can be the president, right? But in Japan, it was more like there was kids who just wanted to be pharmacists. There was kids who just wanted to be fishermen. There were kids who just wanted to be like daycare teachers. So it was like there was more like, oh, I want to be something mundane and that's okay. And I was like, oh my god, that's refreshing. Where in like, I think in the US it's like everyone's expected to do something great, and when you don't do something great, you crash, like me, where I'm like, I'm meant for something more, but you know, I'm not contributing to society. It's like, I don't know. It's complicated. But yeah, definitely that like freedom to make life choices is a big, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy these, duplicate them up, flatten, and then inverse. Select, expand, 2 pixels. We'll do pen tool. Just kind of like, I gotta. I definitely want to try living in Europe somewhere. Maybe the UK or something like that. Oops. 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 Fuck. Hold on. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. We can fix this. We can fix this. Oh no, No, we're fine. What am I talking about? Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. No, I'm not stupid, I'm just forgetful. Or absent-minded, I should say. There we go. Got had fun, had a good one. I'll come hang out next time. Okay, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the lovely conversation. Bye, Jaxie. Sleep well or rest well or whatever. Can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye. Give him that big old booty. What if I just like... Oops. Control S, save that. Okay, donate 1 is complete. Save. Oh, no. I forgot to remove this. Whoopsies. Yeah, oh, yes, replace. Okay, what are we gonna do for the second donate? For Ko-Fi, coffee, whatever. I need to shave. It's not very chibi. Okay, what do the others look like? Dirk Kaiser's back. Hi. Welcome back. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you doing? We're doing one more donation panel, but we have this other one finished where the Dark Lord's dressed as a beggar. And Red Cloud is very suspicious. And you can see the other two that I finished, Rules and About, if you scroll down on the Twitch page. Oh wait, are you on Twitch? No, you're on what? You're on YouTube. I can show them to you here. We have the rules. You're okay, that's good. You dropped in last time. I appreciate you coming back. We also have About, where they're fighting like usual. I see your internet is better this time. It is! I think I figured the problem out. 3 people were using the internet at once yesterday. So it was like me trying to stream. One of my other roommates trying to do their work because they work at home. They do work on their computer. Attach the internet with VPNs and stuff. And the other roommate was watching movies and stuff on the downstairs television. So I think all of that is why my internet was choppy yesterday. Which it hadn't happened before, but we recently switched over to a new service, so I think that's has something to do with it. But anyway. Yes, thank you for sticking with it and coming back. Welcome. It's definitely a temporary solution that I need to resolve at some point somehow. His deep V. I did try a new art style today. Oh, fun! What art style? Scribble art for my horror drawings. Fun! Scribble, like lots of staccato movements, or like squiggle vision kind of scribble. This is just a sketch, so okay. Do you know the art of people in mental asylums? Something like that. Oh, okay. Cool. I can see how that would be conducive for horror drawings. That's cute. Look at that. Oh. And now, not sure. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Crazy people are very creative. When you're, how do you say? When you're unburdened by the limitations of sanity and societal expectation, you can get quite creative, I agree. Donate? What do we want to do with the Dark Lord? Something creepy? Maybe he's stealing a wallet, Red Cloud's wallet out of his pocket, and like, or something? How do we want to do this? I'm going to put this on a different layer. That was not necessary, I guess. What kind of stuff were you drawing? Dare Creative. It's really easy to draw because faces, hands, feet are much more simple and don't stick to basic anatomy anymore. Kind of like how a child would draw. Kind of like you're basically just drawing symbols of things in your mind instead of just like the actual thing. But like more messy and erratic. I draw personifications of terror, fear, and anger. Yummy. I love that. Love that for you. Yes. Let's redraw this hand. Did you ever play Final Fantasy IX, Der Kaiser? He's not exactly terrifying in the sense of like a scary drawing of horror, but like his concept is pretty cool. I think you would enjoy. Never played it. So the final spoiler alert. The final boss of Final Fantasy IX is the personification of the fear of death. So like what leads up to that is like you're in the underworld or the after no, not yet. You're like in the world of memory or something, and you're fighting this person who doesn't want to die. He's like scared to die. You fight him and you kill him, and he's so scared of death in this like ethereal magical realm that the personification of the fear of death is materialized, and then you have to and so all the characters are killed because like the final action of the boss you're fighting who doesn't want to die, he's like, if I'm gonna die, you're all coming with me. So he kills you in the party, so everyone's dead. So the final battle takes place in like the afterlife, I guess. And like he dies, right? So the personification of the fear of death shows up, and he's like, sounds like a really good boss. He is! He's horrible and awful, and he kills you right away. He uses crazy abilities like Grand Cross. He has amazing music. I love it. It has like the moaning of the dead in the background for parts of it. But yeah, his name is Necron. So if you look up FF9 Necron, you know, maybe some cool media to consume. The music's really good too. Interesting design. Yeah, right? He's just kind of like a statue man, built like amorphous. I don't know, but he's really cool. I like him at least. He does have a criticism from a lot of the players where he just comes out of nowhere at the end. Like he's not part of the story up to that point and he just shows up. Which is a fair criticism, I guess, but still cool nonetheless. How are we gonna do this? He'll be like almost like a phantom in the background. And then this will be like... So nice boss, but lore-wise it makes no sense. It's less that it makes no sense and more that there's like no explanation at all. Like he just shows up. And you're like, who the hell is this? Like, it doesn't even bother to try to explain, like, if he's even physical or real. Some people have suggested he might be a hallucination of the characters. Like, their collective hallucination in this world that where memory is given form, like, creates the boss of the fear of death. Because, like, there's zero explanation at all. Like, nothing for the Necron, like, for Necron, I don't think. Like... The wiki might have something, but it's like bare bones. He just like shows up and the battle starts and you're like, what the fuck is this? So, the boss sounds like a Chad. He really is. Like, to give you an example, I played the game all the way up until that point where he shows up. He destroyed me, completely annihilated me, and I just didn't feel like grinding for hours and hours to get strong enough to survive his attacks. So I just, like, watched the ending on YouTube. Like, he shows up and wrecks you. So that aspect of him I like. Or I didn't at the time, but I do now. Where he just like shows up and destroys you. He has this ability called Grand Cross, which on top of doing a bunch of damage to the whole party, inflicts you with a bunch of random status ailments. So it's like, suffer. Shows up out of nowhere, fights you, and refuses to explain. Yes, exactly. I've come to destroy you. I will not be elaborating further. I need it to be like bubbly text almost. So let's not use a calligraphy pen. Instead, let's do... What? Let's do one of these. Oil pastel. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. Sounds like a Dark Souls boss without knowing lore. Yeah, right? I mean, even with lore, he could be like a Dark Souls boss, I guess. Well, I don't know enough about Dark Souls, but like imagine so like in Elden Ring, sometimes you fight a boss and it like takes you to this like other dimension. Like when you fight that lady in the library with the force fields, and like after you get her to a certain point, she teleports you to this like ethereal dimension in space, but you're like standing on water and you fight her there, right? Or when you fight the dragon and it like pulls you into this like star realm. Like think of like that, where you're like pulled into the afterlife and your fear of not die, like your fear of death is so potent that it like physically manifests him. So like only played Dark Souls 3. I see. I see. I don't know anything about Dark Souls 3. But like, yeah, I he could be a boss in Dark Souls 3. Like, sure, why not? I do want to play those games, or at least attempt to. I probably won't be good at them at all, but I definitely want to give them a try. Oh no, what pencil was I using? Oh no, what pencil was I using? Uh-oh, I think it was this one, 2H? I don't remember. Fuck. Something like this. Sure. But it's the same feeling after killing the third Ashen Lord because you get in a boss fight without knowing. Oh, nice. Tell me more about your artwork. Tell me about your motivations and your inspirations and why you are inspired by the things you're inspired by. Do you mean me? Yes, I do. I do mean you, Dirk Kaiser. I have two kinds of art and two kinds of motivation. For horror, it's because I love to scare people, and for NSFW art, I also love to scare people. In what way would it be NSFW? Just like sheer gore, or like illicit activities that adults engage in? Or both at the same time? Gore, I see. And sick shit, but I draw my line by underage characters because it's too much for me. Yeah, I mean, yes, very understandable. No one will begrudge you that, I think. Oh, look how cute he looks. Now to visit untold horrors upon him. Okay, if I did this right, perfect. And besides that, I love to make people think, what is wrong with this artist? That's fun. In elementary school, I once drew this thing of like a bunch of demons murdering like a bunch of knights in this big battle, and to me it was just like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm drawing what's in my head, just like an imagining I had, and like all the teachers were like, oh my god, what's wrong with him? He needs therapy. Oh my god, and like they showed my mother, and I got suspended. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just a drawing. I don't know. It was weird to me. It's weird to me even now. And like I was proud of the drawing because I was like, oh wow, this is really good. How should being suspended help? See, I never understood that either because like most of the people who get suspended are troublemakers who don't want to go to school in the first place. It's like, what are you teaching them? You know, oh, if I misbehave, I won't have to come to this shithole. Oh, you draw demons? Get suspended. Right? It's like, sure, I'll take the time off. Go fuck yourself. I think it was less the demons and more the violent deaths of the knights that they were fighting, but it was like all the same. Like, it's like they're fighting demons. What do you expect? I don't know. It's just like I don't know what to tell you. They're demons. They're gonna kill the knights. Like, have you never met a demon or what? How to tell me you've never met a demon without telling me you've never met a demon? Kit does not do homework. Teacher gives more homework that the kid won't do. Yeah. Do you are you interested in drag or drag queens at all? Dare Kaiser. There's a show called you know I'm assuming you know what RuPaul's Drag Race is. At least you've heard of it. But have you heard of the Boulet Brothers Dragula? It's very like drag but horror, and like the three rules that they have of drag is horror, filthy, and something else. I don't remember, but like a lot of their challenges include like doing scary things, scary challenges like, oh, get buried alive in a coffin full of alive insects and stuff like that. Knights fighting demons sounds like things Jesus would like, right? I really need to see the new season of Dragula. But like, a lot of them are like, never watched something like that, but would sound lame for me. Well, you say that, but like, I don't think Dragula could ever be mainstream just because of how insane some of the things are that the queens do. Like, one queen was like piercing their flesh with like 1,000 needles for one look that they did one week. Or like, there's this one where he's like, one of the winners like is like mopping and then like drinking the mop water and like Doom is a Christian game. Changed my mind. I can't change your mind if you're correct. A guy fighting demons with a shotgun sounds something a Christian American would do. Yes, it is exactly what a Christian American would do. But John, you are the demons. Do you know what the joke I'm talking about? Uh-oh, that's a mistake. The Forest Temple. Jesus Noom guy fighting demons would be funny as hell. It really would be. I'm here for it. You should make like one of those knockoff games that look like a demake, like a PS1 demake, but it's like instead of the Doom guy, it's just Jesus, like as a PS1 model with like 6 polygons. I think I will draw Jesus and Doom guy fighting demons. Do it. You've unleashed the beast. It can't be put back in the box. Ever seen a biblically correct angel? They have many eyes. Yes, I love biblically accurate angels. They're so cool. The more eyes, the better. next? Oops. Yeah. No. I'm using the right one. They look like something that could have come from Lovecraft. Indeed, they do. With the like spinning wheels and the fire, and the thousand eyes, and they're like, and the like eyes along the spokes of the wheels. Yeah, I love them. Biblically accurate angel. I saw someone's VTuber the other day, and it was like a biblically accurate angel VTuber, and I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I love seeing people's like concepts for VTubers. They're just so some of them are just so wacky and creative. I love it. Control S. Save that shit. I was watching a Lovecraft movie recently, actually, on Tubi, because it's free. What was it called? It had Sam Neill from Jurassic Park as the main character, and like it got really freaky at the end. Well, it was freaky the whole way through, but like at the end, it was like really freaky, and I loved that about it. And like the heroes didn't win in the end, I guess. It's just like the world's gonna end, and you know it's gonna end, so have fun. And you're like, okay. Like the implication is that, oh, this book became popular and now it's spreading and everyone's gonna die and the world is coming to an end and there's nothing you can really do, so buckle up. And you're like, oh, fun. In the Mouth of Madness? I think so. I really like that movie. Probably could have had more stuff in it, but I was just kind of watching it to watch it. I didn't go in with like any kind of expectations. And like the movie ends with him in like a movie theater watching a movie of his own book that's going to end the world. And like he just like starts laughing. It's like, all right, I'm here for it. My favorite part is though when he's like running, trying to run from the things in the house, and like reality is breaking around him, and they're like chasing him, and it's like freaky. I don't know. I like that part a lot. I need to read more Lovecraft. I do have a collection. I do have collection of all Lovecraft books and a fan-made Lovecraft manga. I should start reading the books. Yes, me too. I kind of want to read the books as well. I haven't read a single Lovecraft thing. I've only seen like movies and stuff. Cutie. He's gonna be consumed by eldritch horrors from beyond his imagination. I did say from beyond, but I meant beyond. Just... But it can be from beyond. We love that. We love that here. From beyond your imagination. To a place beyond the capability of your imagination. Without Lovecraft, we wouldn't have a Cthulhu dating sim. I have not played it, but I've heard good things. Definitely an enticing, idea. I'd like to try it. I have not tried it. Have you? Without Lovecraft, we wouldn't have a lot of really cool thingies. The oath to order. A dating sim with a tentacle monster sounds good. I haven't played but watched the game. Okay. Unhinge me with eldritch nightmares, Daddy. Drive me to madness. My favorite Daedric Lord in Skyrim is based on Lovecraft books. Oh, cool. Which one? I only know of very few. I haven't delved too deep into Skyrim lore, but I know of the Daedric princes. The Cthulhu in the dating sim is female. Interesting. A female Cthulhu could still be daddy, right? Can Cthulhus be binary gendered? Does it matter to a Cthulhu? Man will be driven mad all the same. Hermaeus Mora. I don't know the name. Tell me about them. Why is it always the shoe with the missing pixels? Why? It's a tentacle monster that is all-knowing. Love that for him. Tentacles and omniscience? Or, not omniscience, but all... intellect? Love it. An all-knowing tentacle monster. Love that. Who would even want to date a tentacle monster? Me? Okay, so, in all honesty, they make dildos. Can I say that on... Can I say that? On Twitch and YouTube? They make toys. Let's say toys. In certain shapes. And I would be lying if I said I wasn't tempted by the tentacle-shaped ones. Like, tentacles. I know what you mean. Oh, but of course you do, my good person, human, fellow human. We both are cultured. I see you are a human of culture. Do-do-dee-do-do-dee-doo. I almost want to have him crawling on the ground. Just because it's like weird. And we love a weird boy. I wish that Dark Souls would be real. That would be pretty, horrific. It can be in your mind! You just gotta, like, lose grip on reality and let it take over your life and let it consume you. God, this resolution is so low. I wish... Oh. My Dark Lord would also love if Dark Souls was real. It's very his vibe. As much suffering to everyone as possible. Just for fun. Teehee. That's his goal, really. I hate that chin. It's ugly. Okay, that's what's missing. His fucking head. I have him like crawling on the ground because he's weird. He's a freak. I love that for him. The weird things I say. My Doom guy looks like he had ate too much cake. Yummy! Love that for him. I want cake. If only we could all be so lucky. He's celebrating from killing all those demons. I hate how muddy this is getting. Look at this little freak on the ground. Look at this little freak on the ground crawling like a fucking bug. Stealing wallets. And he's like well, I don't know. Well, I had him flying in the sketch. Like a weird little ghost. But, he's like so weird. I love it. Oh my god, this is so wacky. He's just crawling on the ground like a freak. Love it. I'm getting hungry. We'll finish this first, though, before I take a break. Pitiful fools! All will bow or be destroyed. Look how beautiful he is. So maniacal and twisted and malicious. We love that for him. What a wacko. We love it. We love that for him. Where is it in here? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Eh? Okay, I can't see shit. And we need like money green money. Looks like a nice guy. He's so nice. Crawling on the floor, stealing people's wallets. He's so nice, let me tell you. His fucking little foot, just like, he's like posing all weird because he's a little freak. Love it. Oh, what a freak. That's my little freak. It's my freaky boy. His only purpose in life is to spread evil. But the good, funny, enjoyable kind. Define that however you want. It's a vague description, and it's supposed to be. He seems to be looking at this guy's cake. Yes! He needs the cake. He wants it. Give it to him. Cake is always a reason for evil. Cake is always a legitimate reason for evil. I'm gonna have to like differentiate these colors, but whatever. Do you like Tales from the Crypt, Der Kaiser? Look at that little freak. I love it. He's so kooky. My honor, my client just committed war crimes for cake, not guilty. Yes, exactly. It was for the cake, you see. Never watched it, but I should. Seems like a good horror show. Indeed. So when I get around to it, I want to eventually animate like a TV opening for these two. Each one will have separate ones. Red Cloud's gonna get like 80s anime TV opening, but the Dark Lord is gonna get like Tales from the Crypt meets Beetlejuice opening. It seems the full show's on YouTube even in German. Oh, cool. Ah! I think there should be more NSFW horror art, not just horror monsters, but also the horror atmosphere. Like, what do you mean by atmosphere? Do you play any horror games? Those are fun and terrifying. They have good atmosphere. Oops. Horror NSFW art just as horror monsters, but you don't feel disturbed by it? Oh, I read that wrong. Horror NSFW art just has horror monsters, but you don't feel disturbed by it. I have a friend who does, like, disturbing art. Disturbing to some. His teachers in school were always like, what the fuck? I would show you, but I don't know what would happen if I streamed it. But if you look up Marquis Belial on YouTube, he has a few things you might enjoy. Look, he's an old college friend of mine. But my favorite is The Raven and... Or is it just called The Raven? It's The Raven something, but he painted each frame by hand and then like took a picture of it and scanned it in, and then like he he animated it frame by frame in Adobe After Effects, I think, or Premiere, Adobe Premiere, one of the two, for what do you call it? For like our junior project. But yeah, check out his stuff. You might enjoy it. Maybe. I don't play horror games because it's too scary for me. I can't find horror movies scary. Just watch brutal movies like Saw. I see. So you're like two extremes. Horror movies aren't scary enough and games are too scary. I see. Horror movies are all the same and it's so easy. It's too easy to predict who dies. Oh, I see. I could see that. Like, I could predict if I tried, but I just don't when I'm watching a movie. I just, like, let myself be carried by the adventure. So even things that are, like, super predictable to other people, like, will still catch me, like, I'll still react to it as if I didn't see it coming. Just because I like to... Even movies I've seen 1,000 times, I'll pretend like it's my first time watching it. And I can, like, watch it that way. I don't know. We love him! He's so evil and twisted. He did nothing wrong. Except all of it. All of it. Everything he did was illegal. I can prove it, Your Honor. You broke every law. Not only did you break the law, you broke every law. That's his vibe. There's a serial killer here. Let's split up. Good idea. Yes, exactly. I'm not really into like Saw and stuff. I'm more into movies like Hellraiser or like The Candyman that are just like wacky and trippy and fucked up and weird. With like eldritch shit happening and like it's unexplained. Does the guy make the crow and the raven? It looks great. I loved Orphan. Yes, the Crow and the Raven is the one I was talking about. Oh, I love that one. I can rewatch it all the time. It's so freaky and weird, and it's perfect. It freaked out our teachers when he submitted that as his student project, his short film. I'm like obsessed with it. I can never forget it because it's so freaky. It's lovely. I love it. It bites the hand. The meal is insubstantial, but it knows it not. H H H H H H H H H H H H H. It's a thriller, but it does a better job at horror than real horror movies. I loved Orphan. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't like Art Teacher. They seem to know nothing about art. That's the opposite problem of all our art teachers. They only knew about art to the point where they couldn't teach us the art, and so we would like bring our work to them to have it critiqued, and they would end up just doing it themselves. And then later on during critiques, they'd be like, wow, this is really good. And we're like, yeah, because you did it. It was wacky. Art school was wacky. I have the feeling the art teacher hate manga drawings. Yes, indeed. Everyone. I got shit on by everyone at college for drawing anime style, and I'm like, all right. So my style became like a fusion of anime and Disney. And they're like, wow, you really diversified. I'm like, whatever, bitch. Ah! Yay, undo button. There we go. Oh, I forgot this. Look at him! Our evil little wretch. We love that for him. Let's see, what does that look like? Mangaka are drawing 20 hours a day for 6 to 7 days and do it for many months and years and are getting often sick because of that. They do much more than art teacher for much less pay. Yes, they do. Plus, it's like a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you're gonna sit there and tell me that my style is it doesn't have a true style, and it's like garbage and blah 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 blah. Like, maybe go kiss my ass. Like, they let me into the school with this art style, but you're gonna sit there and tell me that it's not a valid art style. Okay, sure. Why'd you let me into the school then? Okay, save that. Turn that off. What part of the world do you live in, Durkaiser? Like, what's your time zone? Okay, those are done. It's midnight? Oh wow, so you're 8 hours ahead of me, Germany. All right. Naruhodo ne. I'll probably call my stream here just because I'm done with my work. You're a night owl. Same. I'm most productive at midnight. I'm just making myself stream at a decent hour and be productive. But I'll probably call my stream here just because I'm done with my work. But I'll probably be on later playing some Final Fantasy. But I don't know if you'll be awake or not. But if I see you there, it'd be nice to see you again. Der Kaiser. We will see us maybe later. Well, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for having a nice chat about horror and stuff. Yes, please enjoy Marquis Belial's YouTube channel. And I guess I'll see you later. I'll be on tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, art-wise, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks again. And I guess I'll talk to you later. Take care and good night. Adios.